Dippin' with Chip, what it is, what's going on. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you're asking me about views and likes, I just want to say thank you to my people who take the time to watch the videos, watch it all the way through, or just takes the time to watch it regardless. For me personally, I just share these things with you to hopefully inspire you to build something uniquely that you desire, but also just kind of be more open with y'all, kind of just bring you into my world, if you will. And yeah, hopefully you're inspired to build something unique desire. Today, though, we're dipping with Chip, and we're basically just going to go cruise this beautiful morning. I had some homework to do. I still got a little bit more homework to do, but I'm going to take a cruise out to Cedar Hill. We're going to stop by an old elementary school that I went to and just kind of reminisce and think, take a little cruise to the neighborhood, and then make our way to the swap meet. There is a swap meet today. The road captain sent it to us in the group chat, and it's crazy how it came up so fast. It came up fast because last year, it literally feels like we just went to it 2 months ago. But that's not the case. So with that being said, we are going to go. We're just going to go check out some stuff. I bought chrome valve covers last year. I'm probably not going to buy anything this year. I gotta pay the president of the club. So anyway, nevertheless, yeah, we're just gonna go hang out. I'll pull up on the road captain. I think him and the family's gonna take the car out and go up there. So it's not too far from him. I know he's probably like 15 minutes from it, if that. And so it is currently 8:35, 8:36. Let's make our way. Freeway tipping, highway movement. Gotta watch out for these crazy Texas drivers. Excuse the rattle and shake, I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, but yeah. Alright, so we cruising through Sleepy Hollow right now. This is where like the hills that are on the houses that are on like super tall hills and like really sketchy driveways. This is the area, this is the neighborhood. Really long driveways, really tall driveways. We used to come down this road and there was, I think it's this house or maybe the other one up ahead, but my dad used to tell me it's an old 50s truck out there. And it used to be something else. I want to say a Cadillac or a Lincoln, but there's a Cadillac up there at that house. But nevertheless, he would tell me about that. It's one of my favorite houses of all time, just because the color. But we dipping through. This is Sleepy Hollow right now. I used to ride my bike up and down this hill. Literally, it's a hill up here. I used to ride my bike up here. It's a lot. So we're gonna take this left. We're gonna bust this left right here. We're gonna boom. We're gonna go through the neighborhood. Boom. Let's get to the neighborhood. See what I'm saying? Some beautiful houses. Look at this. Steep staircase. We go around. I believe her name was Sinclair. I believe that's what her name was. Her house was. Oh, it's on the next block. I'm tripping. It's the next block over. She had a very, very steep hill. I think her mom had made us cookies after the choir show or something like that. They dropped me off at home, but yeah. So like I said, we just cruising through. Let's see this Raggedy Lolo. See this Raggedy Lolo cruising through here. Alright, we coming up on Lisa Lane. This is the street that I grew up on. This is the street I grew up on. Right here used to be a tree right here. Used to be a tree right there. You see where that little flower pot is with all those? Yeah, it used to be a tree right there. That's where I got my first kiss. This is no lie. Lisa Lane, baby. We on Lisa Lane. It's crazy to just be passing through the neighborhood. You never realize how small this neighborhood was until you grow up. And I always thought this house was bigger than what it was. Probably because they have that back there, but I always thought that house was bigger than what it was. Monte Carlo looking good. My third grade teacher, she stayed right there. Shout out to Morgan. She lived right there. These are my neighbors, y'all. That was Morgan. I forgot who that was. Yeah. They converted. Oh, they converted it back to a garage. Okay. Or no, they didn't. It's still there. Yep, neighbors. That was our old house right there. 716 Lisa Lane. Yep. The neighbors. Miss Joyce, she stayed across the street. That's where I had my first fist fight, that front yard right there. Yeah, had my first fist fight right there in that front yard. Dude respected me ever since. I forgot bro's name right here on the corner. Back alley. The back alley always has some type of cars or motorcycles. These people on the corner right here in this house right here, they worked on Corvettes. They specialize in Corvettes. That Elco and that Corvette's been sitting there forever. But yeah, that, and then they got a house on the corner. We'll go down that way in a minute. And I gotta go down this way first, show y'all some more shit. I'm just kind of cruising through the neighborhood. I'm finna take it all in. That used to be Scooter's house. It was not that color. It was blue. They had a shed, El Camino, and all type of shit out front. This right here, dude had a really badass Camaro. Really badass Camaro. It had nitrous in it. He took us down the street one time. This house right here, they probably still got them, but they had lowriders there. That was my first time seeing lowrider Euros. They were like, I want to say one of them was a Mustang and one of them was a Cavalier. They were blue. So if y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all know what I'm talking about. Crawford Park, legendary park. That's Nicole's house. That's where I got my second kiss. I forgot bro's name right here. We used to live right here, but we used to cut grass and all that. He had the big lawnmowers and the big weed eaters and stuff. So we was actually able to cut some grass and make some money. You know? Man, there's so many people in this neighborhood. I forgot bro's name, but he used to live there and then he moved around the block from me. Man, so much history. Here we are, Bray Elementary. I went here from kindergarten all the way up to 4th grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade. Literally came here maybe 2.5 years ago. I'll find a timestamp. And y'all see that I mentioned that I would love to just have my club brothers here pull up the low because I had my lowrider bike. And here I am, Bray Elementary. The foundation of my youth. The reason I think this is so significant to me and the reason I strongly believe Bray had a major impact in my life is it really taught me character. It taught me trustworthiness, respect, responsibility, fairness, careness. I'm not gonna tell you the last one, but it taught me those things and it shaped me to have love, compassion. It shaped me to be respectful, you know, no matter what. Like, those are things that you learn, right? And those are things that you kind of should already have in mind that is something you should project to people. But, like, this school really instilled that the people, as far as my classmates, my choir, my teachers, the counselors, the principals, you know, I wasn't an A and B student, but I also wasn't a terrible student. I was a goofball. I did get in trouble. I did, you know, have my times where I was the class clown and stuff, but for the most part, I always tried. And, you know, this has such a significant meaning in so many aspects of just my life growing up. You know, there's been moments where I might have been doing something and it just brings me back to a moment here. It brings me back to a moment of my Cedar Hill living days. And so it's just really a blessing. It's a blessing to be able to, I mean, you know, with life and life happening and life being what it is, it's a blessing to really be able to just be in this type of position that I am. You know, I would love to go into deeper detail, but you know, that's a personal topic, and I'm always willing to do so. But it's a personal topic, and I know that the content I want to give y'all is far from that for right now. So, but yeah, nevertheless, man, we here at Bray Elementary. I'm gonna take time to just bring, soak all this in. Just think about those days, man, where it was choir performances. I wasn't supposed to go to Disney World with the American Sings group. I wasn't supposed to go. I wasn't supposed to have field day. There was many a times when I had to sit on the wall because my color card was yellow. My color card was red. It was times where they called home and moms was, all right, I'll see you when you get home. And so this has a lot to me, man, and I'm just thankful, man. I'm blessed and thankful. And so I'm gonna take this in and we'll see y'all at the swap meet. All right, we made it to the swap meet. It's pretty packed, and I think it's at a different. So I was rudely interrupted by a phone call. Road captain got me a battery charger. So shout out to him for getting me a battery charger, because I do need a battery charger. I've been using his battery chargers to charge my batteries, and now I can do it my damn self. I can run my electric bill up now. But anyway, let me disconnect this. I don't leave mine connected. If you do, I don't know. But I don't leave mine connected. I disconnect mine anytime I'm not in the truck, around the truck, looking at the truck, I just disconnect it every time. So let's go see what they got over here. Leave it profiled. You gotta leave it profiled. $350, 96,000. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. That's what I want. That color, I'll take it just like that. Gotta keep working. What can I get for mine? Let me see they want 5 for, this a 91. Y'all know I got the 89. They got the 2.8. I wonder what I could get for mine. I'm gonna have to do a price check. Excuse me. I'm gonna have to check it out. Okay. Some hater just said they asking too much. They're asking too much for it, man. Man, this thing might be sewing machine, AC and heat probably. Yo, look at that AC, 5-speed. They're asking way too much for that, bud. Not in my opinion. Somebody else's opinion. What's up, dude? What my battery charging? I drive it just like this. What y'all think? Drop a comment. Would y'all drive it just like this? Woo, yeah, we gotta drive it just like this. They stuffed that in there, didn't they? Yeah. All right. I secured me a 55 and an Imperial. I'll show y'all that Imperial later. It's a beautiful, beautiful kit. It's a promo kit. Check this out. OG went mustard and mayo. Woo. Beautiful. Sewing machine. May 31st is going down right here at the King Hibachi. Make sure you get you a fresh plate or a hibachi burrito. I'm not saying it right, but hey, this is gonna be the place to be right here off 6th and Main. Look out for the Chevron. That's right. In fact, this is located right down Main, leading in towards Jefferson. So all you gotta do is pull up, put your bike, park your bikes, park your cars, and guess what? You can hit the boulevard going straight down to Jefferson. That's right. Shout out to Westside Car Club, Notorious, King Hibachi. We in the place to be.